Buddy, what the fuck? It's been like 25 minutes since your series finished. Like, what are you doing? What the fuck? Why is my camera like this? Wait.
Bro, what can I say? I'm a busy man.
No, you're not. Haslin told
Everyone
me.
wants a piece of this,
Shut
you
the
know?
fuck up. Haslin told me you're DMing him, by the way. You fucking
Okay, okay,
liar.
okay. Okay, I was sitting on the couch backstage, completely oinking.
Yes.
So, I don't know.
What? So you were just waiting? So they just
Yeah,
cucked me
yeah,
for
yeah.
fun?
It was a miscommunication on Riot's part.
Oh, thank you. Okay, perfect. Hey, congratulations. The enemy bot lane was really good today. But it was okay, okay. Do you enjoy playing with Vayne top lane? Because it always feels like it's so useless for most of the game. Even if it
I
gets like
think
a 20
Vayne
CS
top
hit.
is fine, but against Nocturne, I feel like he can't pressure enough. Because he's always going to be scared of Nocturne ult, right?
Yeah, but you last picked
So
it.
I think our draft in game 2 was pretty shit, and if they play better, I don't think it's playable, to be honest. But,
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay.
but it was chill.
Okay, bring us a little bit up to date. Everything since you lost finals. You went to Brazil?
I'm good now, actually. We don't have to go that far back, I think.
Okay, okay. How have your scrims been? Have you didn't take time off, right? You just came back from Brazil, insta back to scrimming?
No, we had some time off. We had someone on the team had a personal matter to attend to, so we had a week off.
Gotcha.
So we scrimmed a week, had a week off, and then we scrimmed again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but basically, we came back from Brazil, had like 3 days for jet lag, and then scrim 1 week off, scrim. That was our schedule.
Okay.
It was going really shit. Like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, maybe. Like we were getting fisted by everyone. Okay, when I say fisted, I mean like 2-4 or like 1-5 or
Yeah.
2-4, like 3-3 even some days. And you're
1-5
like,
is fitted though. 1-5 is fitted though, to be fair.
I mean, okay, some days like 1-5's like you threw 2 games up 10k gold or something. Like it's
Yeah.
like win lose isn't always the biggest problem, but we were getting really fisted by like shit teams as well, and not just like Lion or TL. Funny enough, the only team we beat like 2 weeks ago was Lion one day. We're like, wow, this league is so unserious, but it's been better this week. We're doing okay. We did get fucked by Lion yesterday in scrims, but otherwise it's been decent.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel like they're also struggling, right? Is it just like the whole traveling part is just like really fucking shit compared to people staying at home? Because it feels like if you look across the globe, like every team that has been to first end is kind of struggling.
I think
Like,
that
they
there's
all
just
suck.
something in the water in Brazil, bro. Like it's like a month-long duration, like.
Okay.
But if I say that, like, it
Yeah.
sounds kind of sus, but it's true, Like everyone has the same problem, so maybe. But I think Lion is still the best team in the LCS. It's like not really that close. I think even when we beat them, I feel like sometimes we're like, it's like a heist. We're like stealing wins that we shouldn't be getting. But yeah, not
Really?
sure. They're a bit inconsistent, I guess.
Really? Because it's okay. So from outside POV, right? We only watch the games. It feels like TL is just so good. But is it only if they get their drafts, which is like, well, winning bot lane, winning mid lane, and like a jungle that can evade, or is it just like
Yeah.
completely different?
I do think TL relies a lot on the exact same draft, but with different colors. Like I said, winning top, winning bot, some sort of like freak champ mid, and then a jungle that can like play off of winning lanes. Like
Yeah.
I think this team is really good when their ball line is winning, and top plays one of his main matchups like Sion, Renekton, or like Jace in a good situation, maybe Rumble. But I also feel like when they aren't winning bot, they aren't really doing that much as a team. Their best strength is just like win bot. Jungle plays off of it by like 3-camp invading or 3-camp diving bot, and then playing the game from there. But if that doesn't happen, I don't feel like TL is that scary. But they are really good at that one specific playstyle, and they do have 3 really good laners, so it works for them for now. But we'll see. They are kind of like scrim demons, and they don't play as well on stage as they do in scrims. But we'll see. Looking forward to it. We're playing them in like the last week of the LCS, I think. This
Yeah, I
this
think you do.
split,
Yeah, I think you do.
like week 7 or something.
Yeah, I think you do. It does feel
Yeah.
like they did the same last year, though, right? So is it just like a coaching stuff? Because it feels like, I don't know. I can't even tell what your like identity is, right? It just feels like, yeah, you guys like kind of good players, and then usually it
Yeah,
works out, and
bro.
your setup is like okay on Drakes, but then it also feels like, yeah, sometimes you just contest for fun. Because I feel like in game 2, for example, I have no idea why the fuck Thanatos TP'd into that Drake, and then for some reason the enemy decided to fight you, and you get to win the game of it, but it just
Yeah,
feels like it's so panicky sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a problem is that we used Ambessa ulti bot a minute and 20 seconds before Drake spawn, and we didn't get anything off of it, not even a flash or anything, which is pretty bad, obviously. And
Yeah.
then Blabber was late to contest, and before he even got there, it was already gone, so we couldn't contest it. And then by some miracle, Kalen lost his flash, on the side, and then Vayne TP'd for nothing, and somehow he got to walk in and kill Caitlyn, and the Renekton TP'd from top tower he was hitting to take a fight that he was gonna lose. And we were like, thank God they TP'd and like gave us a fight we could win. I was like, fuck yes. So
Okay.
it was so screwed because they got Drake. No one in their team died, and we TP'd and they did not. We were like, oh my God, it's so fucked up. And then they TP'd,
Up to
lost the fight. I was
Fangani?
like, phew. That's why I knew it was scheduled loss for DSG. Like, there's just no hope for them.
Do you scrim them? Like, do you
huh?
scrim these? Do you scrim these teams, or is it just like if no one else is available, then you scrim these level of teams, right? Because
We scrimmed them once last week, I think. But normally, we scrim just each team once. So like normally we scrim Lion once, TL once, and then we just choose like who we're not playing. So this week Sentinels, FlyQuest, like just scrim whoever you played last week, and then scrim once Lion, once TL, and it's pretty good scrim schedule I think overall. Most teams don't like booking the same team more than once, so you scrim like just a rainbow, one different team each day, which is okay I think.
Yeah, it does. Actually, it sounds hard if you're only in a 8 league team, right? Or 8 team league. Which sounds like scrimming is like fucking shit.
Yeah, and now we're playing the EWC qualifier as well. So like, there's 2 teams per week you're playing against. So it's kind of hard to schedule scrims for everyone. So usually there's like one team right now that can't scrim because they're playing someone who's available. So yeah.
Is that serious? Because I saw that's like only a clean feed and it's like completely like it sounds it looks super unserious, right? There's like no cast, no nothing. You just play.
Yeah, I mean it is a qualifier, so it is something. But I mean the games I played are like 11, 2 games straight, no breaks or anything between games, just fast games. So it's like when you play against someone, for example, we play against Dignitas, right, on Tuesday. And we scrimmed Dig the same day after the match because someone else is scrimming, everyone else is scrimming, right? So because there's 2 teams playing that day. I mean 4 teams, sorry, 2 matches. So there's only 4 teams that are not, playing that day, and they're obviously scrimming each other, right? Those 4 teams. So we have to scrim those, 2 teams that are also playing that day. So it's kind of like weird schedule. But yeah, man, it's okay so far. I do think that like if NA want to win worlds or like compete or like be as competitive as possible, we should be scrimming more. We should be like, playing 3 blocks every day because solo queue is not as good as it is in like Korea, for example. The ping is high and the queue time is long, for example. So
yeah, okay, but
like,
Korean solo queue is fake, right? Like it makes
no,
really, but okay, like in my head, it just makes no sense that every single European bootcamper that goes there goes like top 10. Like that is just not real. Because if you remember back in the days, it's
the
like
time you go and stuff, but
yeah.
But I mean, these days solo queue is a bit fake. But still, if you queue up in Korean solo queue, the thing is like boot campers don't play every game they play at like 11 to 3 a.m. when all the pros are playing, right? But in Korea, they scrim like 1 p.m., 4 p.m., then 3-hour break until like 7 p.m., then play 7 to 10 p.m. Scrims, and then they play solo queue from like 11 to like 4 a.m. or something. And there's only pro players in those games, right? Because in Korea you can't play if you're a kid. There's like parental controls or whatever it's called. So every game is just full pro players and like adults who are playing League, which is not many, right? So it's just literally just only pro players and like ex pros and like academy players and so on. And those games are actually really good quality. And every game being played on 4 ping just gives you like a whole different idea of like certain champions. Like for example, like Ezreal on 4 ping versus like 45 in my solo queue, right? It's like night and day playing like like this Ezreal build like with the hunger item and Shojin like 150 haste or whatever, like E every 5 seconds, like you're crazy with it, right? But on 45 ping, it's like fucking unplayable, So I do think that the best way to practice would be to play night blocks every day. But that's kind of intense, on people's like, what do you call that, like lives. You can't no life,
no,
right?
we can't do that. We can't do that. Yeah, we can't do that.
We'll be working a little bit too hard,
we can't do that. Oh, yeah, okay. Are you guys improving though? Because I just saw like the documentary after finals, I think, where Dom's just like, unless you guys are taking scrim seriously, it's just like FF. Then we might as well not scrim.
It serious, but it's just hard to always get something from every game you play. And we have so many things to work on. For example, like we scrim against Lion or TL. It feels like every game, win or lose, is decided in like 15 to 20 minutes tops. It's all about like, do they win lane phase? Yes, we lose. do they not win lane phase? We win. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
with the way like Teal or like Lion drafts, they're playing really aggressive early game, really fast game. And then we play against someone else, like let's say we're screaming against like DSG or something. Our main goal is to play the mid game and not throw and not make. We have a problem, for example, right now is that we don't use Baron very well in scrims. Like someone always dies after Baron, or someone like gets caught on side lane when we have Baron. Obviously, there's certain game. For example, today, right? We had Baron in game 2, and Thanatos died mid as Vayne. That game, it's fine because we're playing Vayne against Nocturne, so someone will just fucking die
Yeah.
at some point. It's just scheduled death, but each day different goals. Against TL and Lion, we accept that those lanes are really good, and playing against those teams, the most important thing is that we get lane phase practice in important matchups, right? You get to test the limits, and then you just have to accept you cannot work as much on on mid game against those teams because those teams just play a style where the game will be decided in the early game and lane phase mostly. But I think we're working on it. Yeah, I feel like we're
Okay.
improving, and we're also having some at times difficult conversations, but they're good for the team moving forward. So I feel like somewhat confident. Yeah, scrims are not looking too hot always, but stage games have been good so far.
Yeah, but it's always better. I mean, I watched the interview where you said like, yeah, in C9 you put like, I don't know, in 2020 or whatever, you played like Kalista Midden or whatever.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah. Like
Anyway, whatever.
it was crazy.
On Nash topic, do you think Nash should be played on 3 lanes? Because I feel like first Nash is so useless, but so many comps nowadays, I feel like they lack engage. If it's not like an on, let's say, right, or a Nocturne, as you said, I feel like people don't really use Nash on. What the fuck? I feel like people don't really use Nash on 3 lanes when they could, or like they should probably.
I mean, it depends. There's like a lot of champs right now that punish 3 lanes really hard, like Vi, Pantheon, Nocturne kind of champs. But if you're playing something useless that can't gank sides, like Xin Zhao, for example,
Yeah.
I think 3 lanes is good to break the second tier towers, but it always depends on the game, right? Today in the game they had like Akali and Renekton and Nocturne. They can't defend their base, right? Against
Yeah.
Kokinami. So I said like just run top and just don't stop. And even if they kill Thanatos with Nocturne ult and Renekton flash or whatever they use on him, they can't actually win 45 afterwards. In the base. So I think it just depends. But yeah, I feel like Baron isn't as strong as it used to be because it gives half the gold, right? 150 versus 300.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's harder to take the whole base compared to before. Also, of course, against like Kill and Nivea, it can be hard and these kind of things. But I think the first Baron is mostly used to just break the second T2 towers. So just depends on the game, I guess. Some games, one Baron means end, like our game today, for example, second game.
I mean, if they want to lose, right? Like, it's always like, does the
Yeah,
enemy
I mean,
want
if
to
they
lose?
want to lose, they can
If
lose.
they want to lose on first match, they will lose the game, man.
But that game was kind of scheduled, I think, already. Like, they were just 2 behind with a comp that can't play from behind. Like, if you play Kill and Nivea against Kokinami and I'm getting 2 plates before Triforce and my tower is almost full HP, you fucked up hard. Like, what I'm saying? Like, you fucked up really hard. I was even CS first base. I got to take a plate on first base. It was crazy. I was like, whoa. And I played the same matchup last week against Sentinels, and I couldn't breathe. I was like under my tower, getting fucked, like low HP. And then this week I was like, oh, the same matchup again. That's
Yeah.
great. And then they just didn't do anything. So
Yeah, it feels like the power level is so. I mean, okay, how do you rate like teams in the name? Because it feels like there's such a clear, let's say, like top 3. I don't think Sentinels. I won't put Sentinels or FlyQuest. I'm not sure about those. I wouldn't put them in like the same level as you guys, Lion and Team Liquid, right?
yeah, I agree. I think Lion should be first until they lose in finals, or win, right? Whatever. I think we should be second until TL beats us or loses to us. Then we can reevaluate. I think TL get a lot of credit for being good in scrims, but until they actually beat someone in playoffs that matter, they should not be considered better than Sentinels. I
Yeah.
think that's unfair. But I'd still put them third because of scrims. So I'd say Lion, us, TL, Sentinels should be fourth. I think that's what they deserve
Yeah,
at least.
they're fisting right now. They're like 4K gold up at 16.
They are? Okay,
They're legit fisting right now, yeah.
I think FlyQuest is a team that's like a little bit flippy. Like they can fist really hard or get fisted really hard. They're like kind of like that, like where one game up 10k gold, one game down 10k gold, and that's how they play. They're kind of, I don't want to say they're brain dead, but they kind of play like it, like
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of just
It
do,
feels
to
like
be honest.
Griffin is really like coin flip, like extremely coin flip. We have like the series versus Kryra last week, and then we have the series versus you guys,
Yeah,
or
yeah, and
Lion,
Inspired, right?
or
Like he
Team
has like
Liquid. Like it's just like either he
yeah,
daddies
like
or
he
he
has like
gets daddied, you know? Like it's just like
the best games of all time and then the worst games of all time as well, right? So
yes.
it's kind of how they play as Bayern as well. They play super aggressive in every game, no matter if they win matchup or lose matchup, and then they go
Yeah.
10 deaths or 10 kills. And it's like, I don't know, bro. Maybe it won't work that well against the good teams on stage, but I think Fly should be like fifth maybe. And then sixth, seventh, and eighth place is like DSG, SR, and Dig. I don't
Dignitars.
really know. It's kind of like on the day, I feel like. I think Dig's balling is pretty good. I think DSG's top laner, Photon is not Photon, Castle is pretty good too.
Korean. Surprise.
Yeah, I mean he's been playing really well. So last couple of games they played, he's been like their shining star or whatever. I think it's just like each team has like certain players that are pretty good, but the rest aren't that good. Like I think Dake's balling in lane phase is pretty decent in scrims at least. Castle is pretty good early in DSG's games. And for SR,
Yeah, it's a bit unserious. Okay, you
I don't
can't
know what
have
to
it.
say. You know, they
Yeah,
kind of just suck right now.
yeah, but it makes no sense because how can you
Yeah, it
go?
doesn't make
Okay,
any
like
sense.
it's
Yeah.
legit. Like how does Cine go from like yeah, he's like legit the next Chovy, like you know the big prospect, and then he just goes to like just losing in Shopify. It makes no sense, right? Like, I don't get it. Is that guy like not good? But he has to be good. It makes no sense.
I don't know, bro. Like we don't really scrim SR much, but he doesn't feel special to me. But Quid also didn't feel special to me when he came to the league at first. You know, he was pretty bad, I
Yeah,
thought. So maybe needs time. I also think it's hard to play your rookie split as a Korean player in a team that is losing. It's
with
like
contracts in jungle. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about that, but it's not easy to, you know, speak a different language in your rookie split and you're losing as a team, you know, at the same time. So yeah, I'm not sure, bro.
Okay, two more questions. Okay,
All right, bet.
does this Lion roster survive until the end of the year? Because we saw Berserker has a green card now. Does
I think
also
that
look like a
entirely
pet shot?
depends on one thing, if they win or not.
Okay, but do you think okay, they win the league, but they really suck at MSI, like really get fisted. Do you think they would still swap or keep it?
I'm sure they're considering it, but I don't know anything, so I can't tell
Okay.
you.
Fuck.
But I think that in every team that has had like, you know, toxic atmospheres or like potential what do you call it, like to blow up,
Yeah.
the only thing that keeps those teams together, even in my past, right, when we were playing in certain teams, we had really bad atmosphere, but we were winning, so it's
Yeah.
all good. But then the moment you lose, it's over. Like whole team is blowing up and disband like fast, you know, like so. I think if Lion lose in finals or even worse, like in third place or something, they will change something. Yeah, I think it would. I'm sure they're already thinking about it. I'm sure all teams that have import slots available are thinking about it, and they should be. You know, it's like it's how it works, right? You should always consider everything. You know, so.
So you guys
But I'm
too?
sure Lion has thought about it. You know,
So
so.
you guys are thinking about it too? Because you do have an import slot open.
I mean, I'm not thinking about it.
Oh.
Like it's not on my mind. But I'm sure like the management or whoever's in charge in each organization is thinking
Okay.
about their options, you know, like they should be always. So
Okay. Okay, and are we getting more? Do you know anything if we're getting more like game days next year? Because there was like rumors about LEC, you know, going online, and then there's more game days. No
I
idea.
have no clue. Yeah,
Bro.
but I hope that we get more games because I feel like in LCS, if you're a winning team and you go to nationals, like let's say Flag was from last year, right? You play less games and like some of the worst LCK or LPL teams, like they play so many more games
Yeah.
on stage than you do, and it kind of hinders the worst teams from improving, especially, right? Like, so I think more games is important for the region, but I also understand that like if LCS does poorly at Worlds or MSI, no one watches. If no one watches, the league doesn't want more games that no one watches.
Yeah.
Because it's expensive, right? And then we want to improve, and then it's like a circle of suck, right? So I'm not sure what the solution is. I think we just need like one really good MSI or one really good, you know, Worlds and make people more interested in the LCS again, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, probably MSI.
It's not easy, but
Actually, I mean, no, not MSI because it's double elimination best of 5. You can't win there. Let's do words. Let's
fuck?
no, like okay, let's keep it serious.
D2
Like,
just beat BFX and Genji back to back.
yeah, now they're
It's
losing
possible.
to. Yeah, now they're almost losing to SK. Buddy, come on now. Let's take a
Yeah,
breather.
I mean, but like, look, G2 was like losing to like NRG in 23 and FlyQuest in 24 or 25, whatever it was, right?
Yeah.
And like then suddenly they're beating Genji 3-0 as well in a BO5, the best team in the world at that time, right? People thought it was like everyone thought first Sam would be like an email and Genji would just fist everyone, man.
Yeah.
And suddenly I wake up, I see on my phone, what the fuck? 3-0 G2? It's like a nightmare, you know? I was like, shit, what the fuck? And the next morning, it happened again. They beat BFX. I was like, what the fuck? Was it the other way around, maybe? Yeah.
Other way around, yeah, but it's still funny.
I woke up in a cold sweat, bro. I saw G2 was winning 2-0. I was like, no. Thank God they lost the finals, you know? Like, that would have been terrible if they won again.
Why? Because it's shit for your region or because you can't handle it?
Obviously, I'm jealous, yeah? What the fuck?
Yeah, okay.
I don't want them to win. I want them to be me.
Yeah, okay, fair. Okay, last thing. Haslin told me to tell you, thanks for the Blauber Herald play. It was the most fun he's had in a while.
Okay, but bro, like, look at the replay. It looks like it hits the tower.
No,
But
it
like,
doesn't. It
bro,
really
outside
does, bro.
Blabber,
You
like-
can't miss the turret. You can't miss the turret. He legit drove in a straight line and he fucking missed it. You can't do
Yeah,
that.
but he wanted to like angle it a bit so that he comes out at
Yeah,
a
I
certain
know.
angle, you know, so he can escape. But I was like, Blabber, bro, even if you hit the tower and you ult away, it's still fucking insane, you know? Yeah.
It was the most fun I've had in a while too, to be honest. Like
That's actually one of our other things we focus on, our herald usage. Because like a lot of time we get herald and we waste it instantly. Even today, I think our mid herald in the game 2 was like kind of shit. So
just use it on the third Drake, bro. Just use it like on the third Drake, like every top LPL team. Just do it on the third
heralding
Drake.
mid is not bad, but it has to go somewhere else afterwards. Like just the one play mid tower isn't worth it.
Yeah, I mean, the fucking turret has 9k HP. I don't know what they thought with that though. Like 9k HP is so insane, but you should always use it for the Herald, for the Drake.
Bro, it's Frick season still, or Frog season actually now.
Yeah, I can't say it, but yeah, the Froxon season. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not getting fixed as well. I don't know whether like it.
No, bro. Just pray for a hard reset on. Is it 2 weeks or is it 1 week?
No, it doesn't get hard reset, bro. It's over.
No. Just keep believing.
Yeah, but you told me like you have the connections. Isn't he coming to the LCS studio sometimes?
I don't know. How would I know?
But you told me about shit.
Motion?
Yeah.
If you got that kind of motion, I can just like control the game, like pull up and like, yo, Froxon, can you fix the game or what?
No, just tell him to hard reset it. Like, there's no way he doesn't come around to the studio.
If I tell him, surely he will actually do it, right?
Oh, actually, yeah, probably. Oh, actually, you go to the roadshow, hopefully, right? That's fucking nice. 2 roadshows in 1 year. Actually, nice.
Arizona, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of hype. Haven't been there before.
Yeah, I really hope you get there. Yeah, this would be. But I think it's like top. I think it's top 3 or top 4.
You sound very sincere, bro.
Bro, do you know how often you fuck me in finals? Every single single year, cheer. It's fine.
Last finals, I was kind of performing though. Last 2 finals, actually, I was performing.
Yeah, and then the thing is, and then I watched America's Cup final, and then you fucked me.
Okay, but no one cares about that shit.
Anyways, thanks for the interview, bro.
All right, bro. See ya,
dude.
Peace.